And we live in effect. What's going on? What the heck is going on, family? It's your boy, Mr. OKL, coming back at y'all asses again. The first thing I want y'all to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, so that you can continue getting these conducive messages on a daily basis, if not a weekly basis. Y'all seen the title. Y'all seen the title. The modern woman is out of control. Leave them alone, guys. Leave these modern women alone. Uh, you can't hold mediocre women accountable. You can't tell a woman what's wrong and she keeps doing it, and you keep trying to tell her what's wrong over and over again, and until she hits the wall or until something happens. You got to start letting these ladies learn on their own. So today I want to we're going to reference a few things. I want to go back to a video that I've done on a modern woman. Uh, Strong, independent woman shouldn't be married. This is according to her narrative, guys. Strong, independent woman should not be married. Shout out to Mr. Goodbread in the motherfucking building. Me and him just dropped that epic one yesterday at the school. Skate on to my brother's page. Click that last video. It was 5 hours. The show was great. Extensive information on that show, talking about population control and also um, the things that Margaret Sanger, I hope I'm saying that bitch name right, but the things that she did to implement the mind state that you see in the black community and these modern women. All right. So salute to my boy. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all follow that boy. Now, today we're going to expose some of the natures that a lot of these modern women do. We will be looking in Instagram, but the first thing I do want to do is I am going to pull it up right now for you guys because we about to get it. We about to get right on into this. Right, this ain't gonna be. I ain't gonna be long winded. We just gonna be in and out today. All right. We're gonna be right in and right out. So I'm gonna pull it up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Where is it at? Where is it at? There we go. So it seems to me like modern woman, strong, independent woman, women who are using this gynecocracy and utilizing government daddy have completely replaced the man. Completely. It seems to me that that happened. And I say that for plenty reasons, but I could show you better than I could tell you. So without further ado, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get right into this video. I'm gonna be breaking it down, and y'all tune the fuck in. Tune the heck in. Let me know if my volume good. Let me know if y'all can hear or not. Let's get right off into this
What's
video,
going
guys.
on? What's going on, family? It's your boy, Mr. OKL, coming back at you again on OK Let's Talk TV. That's where you're tuned in at. All right. So stay tuned in. Now, let's get right into this motherfucking video. Y'all know the title. Y'all see it. Y'all see the title. Y'all understand it. Y'all see where I'm coming from. And if you read it, okay, and I know a lot of y'all don't like to read. I know a lot of y'all like to sit back and let other people do things for you. But take a second to look at that title, understand it, read it. It says successful black woman says don't get married, right? And if you look at the thumbnail, it said the question is, are single successful black women choosing money over family? Okay. So that's something that it's very important to talk about this topic. Why is it important? I mean, look at the state of the black community. 73%, which is a fluctuating number, 73% of our children are being born under black mothers out of wedlock. And the rest, we have a minority of children growing up in a conducive household. And the reason being is because mothers are not wives anymore. There's more single mothers today. There's more strong, independent women today that have opted out of submission to a competent man. It's become a competition. Now, without talking y'all ears to death, You know me. I like to reference videos. So what we're gonna do, guys, I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna go ahead and sit at the bottom, right here. Matter of fact, let's put the whole screen out. No, I'll sit at the bottom. We're gonna review what this black modern woman is trying to break down. Okay.
Y'all hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button on the way in.
Now, the first time I heard that shit, I was like, "What in the fuck am I listening to as a black man?" But I had to look at it. I had to see what I had to see what was going on for what it was. So let's get into the video and let's break it on down, guys.
Now, before I start that, y'all gonna see in the beginning this woman is dancing, and these are some of the posts that she has on Instagram. Not to exploit her, but to just show the nature of modern women. No matter what caliber they're in, whether they're doctors, nurses, strong, independent bosses, CEOs, police officers in the army, they still all have one thing in common: they are promiscuous and they are modern. They have this free spirit where they utilize their sexuality, and they think that helps them gain power, thus uh, forming a mind state which is in opposition to a conducive relationship, a conducive family, and also in opposition to a man. Point blank. Period. I'm scholarship guy. You gave a bitch a Birkin, I just gave her some knowledge. They come home with a Birkin bag. I know y'all looking at it like, damn, y'all are smashed, right? All right, hit that. So a lot of y'all are pander to this lady.
Successful black women should not. Yeah, look, I know y'all finna simp. I know y'all finna look at it like, damn, she's sexy. Yeah, she got a little booty. Yeah, she pretty. She looks so strong and independent, right? But I needed y'all to see that so y'all know who y'all receiving y'all message from. You're receiving it from a modern woman who shakes her butt online, who's most likely in the club looking for a Pookie or a Ray Ray. That's where you're getting this conducive message from. I just needed y'all to know that. Let's continue. Successful black women should not be married. There is no benefit for it. I didn't say it, God. She said it. Let's run it back one more time. Successful black women should not be married. There is no benefit for it with us. Now, white couples, they get to avoid capital gains tax when they get married because they are a one-income household. Majority of their women do not work. Therefore, the white woman contributes to her financial status within her home by not working. I want to break this down, but I'm gonna let the video play through real quick, and we'll jump back and piggyback off what she said. They get the tax benefit. But black couples, we get penalized because majority of us are a two-income household. Black women go to work. We make up 40% on average of our household income.
Black women go to work. We make up 40% on average of our household income. And guys, that was by choice. That has nothing to do with them having to do that. Yeah, they can go with a family. They could find a leader, a competent man to up under his program. Yesterday, me and Mr. Goodbread did a show, and one of the things we read out was the order of life. As a matter of fact, we went into Genesis, the punishment of Adam and the punishment of Eve. Adam had to work uh, for to eat. He had to work for the rest of his life. So he wasn't in the Garden of Eden anymore, where he could quote Mr. Goodbread, kick the tree and apples just fall down, and there's abundant fruits and abundance around him. He has to work for that. Now he has to build. Why do you think we have STEM jobs, infrastructure? Why do you think we have roads and all that? It's because men had to work so that they can be able to eat and utilize the creative, constructive mind state in this world. A woman's role was pain and child labor. And one of the main things that a lot of women skip over is that your husband shall rule over you. Now, the competent man knows that ruling over that woman is not making her a slave, not abusing her, but she is on a man's program. So when you have women like her saying things like this, Women make black women are making money and strong and independent. They are they are single households at a majority when it comes to comparison to different women and different races. Let me let it play out. Y'all go ahead and peep what I'm saying here.
We fall into penalty. Income of black couples, we get penalized because majority of us are a two-income household. Black women go to work. We make up 40% on average of our household income. We fall into penalty.
I wanted to stop it right there because she said they are falling into penalty. There goes that victim mind state right there. Let's extract what this black woman just said and her justification on why they shouldn't be married. We about to break this down. Okay.
Successful black women should not be married. There is no benefit for it with us.
And there's your strong, independent woman who don't need a man.
Now, white couples, they get to avoid capital gains.
Automatically throw out the race card. Now, white couple. So now you're going to compare the black couple to the white couple. Let's do that. In the black community, we marry at a 30% rate. In the white community, they marry at a, if I'm not mistaken, a 60 or 54% rate, if you will. Okay. Since we want to do some comparisons. Now, the reason why is because the white man dominates his woman. She's not running around with her nose in the air for the most part, saying she don't need a man. She's not that delusional. Trust me, the white woman is delusional as crap. But in that, she is not, at least she's not that delusional for a whole community of them. More than 50% of them, all right, for them to say, I don't need a man. They're not that stupid.
There's no benefit for it with us. Now, white couples, they get to avoid capital gains tax when they get married because they are a one-income household.
Now, let's extract that. Not all white couples avoid capital gains taxes. See, at least break down what a capital gains tax is for the people before you just start babbling out your damn mouth.
And what I'm going to do for you guys real quickly is I am actually going to pull up some shit for you here. Let's pull it on up real quick when it comes to the capital gains tax. Because the victim mind state is real and it would have you out here saying the most delusional shit that anybody can possibly listen to. All right. And I'm gonna just simply go to Google. All right. And if you guys have fingers, you can do the same thing. Let's go right here. Just type it in. Capital gains tax. Just look it up. What is the 2021 capital gains tax rate? All right, so that's 2021 last year. So tax rate for singles. If you make 40,400 a year or less as a single person, you're paying 0%. But if you exceed that 40,400, as you can see on the right side over here, you get a 15% tax rate on your properties, assets, et cetera, et cetera. We'll go into the gains tax and we'll do another video on that. I don't want to go too deep into that. But if you're making more than $40,400 last year in 2021 as a single person, then you do have you get, quote, like you said, penalized, but it's not a penalty. See, men understand business. We understand it's not a penalty. We understand it's just what comes with business. It's called a tax. Okay. Now, as the head of the household, let's say you own a home and you make up to 54,100. All right. Now, the head of the household, let's keep this in mind. You can have somebody in there. You can have a woman inside of your house, but you are the head of the household. Let's say the house is in your name. You pay all the taxes. She just lives there with you. She's a helpmeet. She's somebody who is submitted to you. So she doesn't get penalized. She doesn't even get counted in the tax bracket. She doesn't get W-2s, et cetera, et cetera. And if she does, it doesn't count up under that crib. So if you're that head of the household, you can have children, you can have a roommate, et cetera, et cetera, but it only counts for you. You won't get penalized until you exceed that $54,100. Now, as married filing, if you're married filing jointly, because when you, according to the Bible, when you marry, you become one. This is a real thing. Multiply that single by two, you get $80,800. So if you are married to a man, okay, think about this, guys. If you are married to a man and he makes $50,000 a year, right? And you're working and you make, let's say 25K a year. You know what? Let's say 30K a year, because you're not doing too much working. You up under him. That's $80,000. And you guys file jointly. Guess what? You don't get penalized, like she said, or you don't get taxed. You only get taxed when you guys exceed the $80,801. Okay? So that speaks volumes. A lot of women are strong, independent, want to work, want equality, especially in the black community. You guys took over the feminist movement, and you take it to another level. Uh, you guys want to work. You guys want to make money. You guys want to exceed, and you guys are in competition with men. So you don't want to be that $50,000 a year female who just sells hair and nails. You want to make 100K a year. So when you make 100K a year, it makes sense that this lady is saying they shouldn't be married, because the fact that she makes 100K a year, if she gets up under a man, and God forbid he makes the same 100K a year, that's $200,000. They fall under a penalty of a tax, 15% tax rate. So that means whatever assets they have, or whatever, like let's say they have a house and they have furniture, you get taxed based off of all of those assets. And these ladies don't want to do that with a man. See, I don't want to get too deep into that. Now, if you're married filing separately, it's almost like you guys are single. So we have a lot of that too. And I don't know why this lady acted like you can't file separately. But if a woman is in a household with a man and she wants to do separate things, have her own business, have her own bills, and of course, she's not going to expect him to do the same thing she's doing. She's going to expect him to be a man and pay all the bills. But anyways, she has her own taxes, her own bills. She has her own shit, her own EIN, her own W-2, her own LLCs, all that crap, her own career. She would file separately even if she's married to a man. But the thing is this, a lot of women are making more than $40,000 a year because of the career choices that they made. So they do fall under that penalty, which is why we bring it back in full circle. The lady said in the beginning of the video, it's not a good idea for black women to get married. Not just black women, my mistake. Strong, independent, successful black women who have businesses. She didn't want to give you guys the bread and the butter. She just wanted to give you the crumbs. That's why you got Mr. OKL over here to cook it on up, let the pot boil, cook the food, and feed it to you nice and easy. We ain't gonna let them get over on us. So that's 2021. Let's see what the 2022 uh what is the capital? All right, so what is the capital gains tax rate for 2022? In 2022, individual filers won't pay any capital gains tax if their total taxable income it went up, guys, $41,675 or less. If it exceeds that, the rate jumps to 15% on capital gains. All right. And that's in between $41,676 and $459,750. Okay. Above that income level, the rate climbs to 20%. So that's when you making major money. You get taxed more than 15% when you're making that major money. All right. So take that 2021 breakdown and just change the numbers because the numbers raised As you can see, it's not 40,400 anymore. It's 41,675 for my tax guys, for my business guys. But again, like I said, that's a whole nother video. What I'm saying, guys, is she's trying to play victim and make it seem as though that is a legitimate reason for black women not to raise conducive villages. All right. She said it was not in a strong, successful black woman's interest to get married because of the fact that they make more money and they would be taxed. But she didn't break down how you could finesse and you two, both of y'all, can find some type of reciprocity and gains from that. Selfishness. They don't think about the family order. They don't think about how both of you guys can progress. Uh, Black women only think about how they can progress. They are hypergamous at an all-time high today. So that's why if they're making 50K, look, fuck all that. A black woman can be a whole bum, pussy stinker than an armpit that ain't take a shower and put deodorant on in a week, and they still think that they deserve a man who makes 100K plus, which is a 20%, if not less, type of guy. They think that they can do that. And that mind state actually coincides with why they are single today, and why this lady said what she said. I am going to run it back for you guys so y'all can listen to this rhetoric that this modern idiot is trying to spew out to the people. And if y'all haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to get right on in. We're going to get right on there. What she say?
Successful black women should not.
Yeah, I know y'all finna simp. I know y'all finna look at it like, damn, she's sexy. Yeah, she got a little booty. Yeah, I didn't say
successful black women should not be married. There is no benefit for.
I didn't say it, guys. She said it. Let's run it back one more time.
Successful black women should not be married. There is no benefit for it with us. Now, white couples, they get to avoid capital gains tax when they get married because they are a one-income household. Majority of their women do not work. Therefore, the white woman contributes to her financial spaces within her home by not working.
I want to break this down, but I'm gonna let the video play through real quick, and we'll jump back and piggyback off what she said.
They get the tax benefit. But black couples, we get penalized because majority of us are a two-income household. Black women go to work. We make up 40% on average of our household income. We fall into penalty.
I wanted to stop it right there because she said they are falling into penalty. There goes that victim mind state right there. Let's extract what this black woman just said and her justification on why they shouldn't be married. We about to break this down. Okay.
Successful black women should not be married. There is no benefit for it with us.
And there's your strong, independent woman who don't need a man.
Now, white couples, they get to avoid capital gains.
Automatically throw out the race card. Now, white couple. So now you're going to compare the black couple to the white couple. Let's do that. In the black community, we marry at a 30% rate. In the white community, they marry at a, if I'm not mistaken, of 60 or 54% rate, if you will. Okay. Since we want to do some comparisons. Now, the reason why is because the white man dominates his woman. She's not running around with her nose in the air for the most part, saying she don't need a man. She's not that delusional. Trust me, the white woman is delusional as crap. But in that, she is not, at least she's not that delusional for a whole community of them, more than 50% of them, all right, for them to say, I don't need a man. They're not that stupid.
There's no benefit for it with us. Now, white couples, they get to avoid capital gains tax when they get married because they are a one-income household.
Now, let's Let's extract that. Not all white couples avoid capital gains taxes. See, at least break down what a capital gains tax is for the people before you just start babbling out your damn mouth. What capital gains tax means is this, guys. Let's say you're a homeowner, okay, and you make 40,400 a year or more. You fall under that quote unquote penalty. She called it a penalty. You fall under that capital gains tax, meaning if you were to sell your property or any assets or investments, then you would be taxed. You're taxed less if you're not married. But let's say that same guy were to marry a woman who makes 40,400 or more. They are counted as a joint couple. So of course the taxes are going to rise. Now, that's only if you have a woman who's strong and independent and don't need a man to take care of her and want to work and be the man. See, a lot of black women say, okay, when we ask them what do they bring to the table, they try to tell us the same things we bring to the table to attract them in the first place. Now, what I'm trying to say here is this: most black women come into relationships and come into marriages trying to be the man, trying to work, saying, "Oh, I got financials too." So what that does is it puts you under that capital gains tax penalty because now you guys are joint. You both of you guys file taxes. There's two W-2s in the house, not one. So of course they're going to tax you more. And great point she just brought up. Most white women don't have to do that because they're not working. Their husbands are the ones that work. So it represents as a one income household. Let's go back to my main point. Black women do not want to submit. They don't want to be that in that positioning. So that is your fault. It has nothing to do with racism. It has nothing to do with people targeting black women. It has everything to do with the fact that you want to remain strong, independent, and you don't need a man. Okay? We're not here to complicate any common sense, guys.
Majority of their women do not work. Therefore, the white woman contributes to her financial status within her home by not working. They get the tax benefit. But black couples, we get penalized because majority of us are a two-income household.
I said it, guys. And it's not called a penalty. It's called it's called a joint income. That's what it's called. The government keeps, excuse me, guys. The government keeps a track record on numbers and things of that nature. So if you're filing taxes, they want to know how many people are in the household, how many children do you have. For example, if you have one child, you're not going to get as much as someone who has 4 children. Okay? Even it fluctuates, it differentiates depending on the situation. Has nothing to do with targeting black women.
Black women go to work. We make up 40% on average of our household income. We fall into penalty. An 11% tax penalty on average is what we're taking on anytime we get married.
Guys, you take on a penalty if you have an income and you're selling an asset or your home. They take a percentage off of the profit you make when you sell your home or your asset. You fall into, okay, let me give you an example. If 2 gay men got married today and both of them work, they will fall under the same capital gain tax penalty she's talking about. It has nothing. Let's keep going, man.
At minimum, 11%. How is it that a single successful black woman pays less in taxes than the family, the 2-income combined household for a black couple? Household is then that we get married at minimum 11%. How is it that a single successful black woman pays less in taxes the family, the 2-income combined household?
I just broke it down. It's because it's not. If you're a single black woman with an income, They don't count it as a joint income. You're not represented as two incomes. You're represented as one entity. That's why. Now, this woman actually argued with me on Instagram. Okay. So I wanted to kind of read out what she said, guys. Okay. She says, both of y'all need to read. And again, I wasn't even talking to her. She responded to me while I was talking to someone else.
So guys, that was just a quick example of something. I'm gonna actually put the link in the description for the video after I'm done, so y'all can see it full out. Because I actually argued with this woman. This wasn't no, like, you ain't gonna see this content nowhere else but on OK Let's Talk TV. You got black women that are out here actually thinking, I'm strong, I'm independent, I make my own money, I'm finally in the man's world, I'm finally able to make my own money and do my own thing, have my freedom, all these things. But the man don't think that. The man thinks I gotta grind hard. Like the average woman who makes her own money is proud of herself and wants the world to brag and boast about her. The average man that makes his own money, I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret. He tells himself, I need to go motherfucking get some more money. Man, I need to get better. Man, I need to, like, I was making 60K a year at a job, and I was telling myself, bro, this ain't shit. This ain't nothing, dog. Like, I'm paying my own bills, got my own car, got my own apartment. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just paying bills, and I'm barely able to save a lump sum of money so that I can expand. Okay, yeah, I could do what I want. I'm probably able to buy a drink. I'm probably able to take a girl out. I'm probably able to, you know what I'm saying, save some money. I'm probably able to maintain my car and all that shit. But these are necessities that men want to look at as, well, it ain't nothing. When you have a woman in that position, the first thing she thinks is she's superwoman, which is why they call themselves strong and independent. Black men have been strong and independent since the dawn of time. We've been strong and independent since the dawn of time, but you don't see us holding our nuts out in public saying, I'm a strong and independent black man. I deserve respect. I make 60K a year. I pay my own bills. I drive my own car. I deserve respect. No, the person that deserves respect earns it. Respect is given, not taken. I hope y'all understand that. Shout out to Chris, man. I fuck with you, Chris. You one of my guys on the channel. He says B Dubs B Dubs always black me or block me. B Dubs always block me and report me on Instagram. Then Strags can't handle the facts I bring at all. LOL. Listen, dog. I got two of my Instagrams got taken down. Two of them. And ironically, they got taken down after an argument with a BW, a black woman, a modern black woman. I didn't cuss. I didn't disrespect her. She left me voice messages cussing me out, telling me, "Oh, I would never talk to somebody who's the lowest of the hierarchy," because that's what black women think of us. They think black men are the bottom of the totem pole. We are the lowest in hierarchy. The lowest human being in America is a black woman. This brings me to my next video that I do want to not video, but we're gonna review a lot of what these modern women have to offer us. Like I said, the video is called "The Modern Woman is Out of Control. Leave them alone. Leave them alone." If you don't understand women, if you're not a competent man, if you don't have a woman by your side submitting to you, etc., if you don't have nieces and um, cousins who look up to you and want advice from you, etc., etc., and the only thing you're doing, and you're a MGTOW guy, or even if you're an incel, or even if you're somebody who complains about women all day, do not complain or argue with women. Women are not your problem. You are your problem. Which is why I say again, leave them alone. The more you mess with them, the more you add on to your bullshit. See, I'm a person, I could deal with females. I can deal with ladies. And you got to have that type of confidence to be able to deal with a woman, and also deal with logic as well. Men deal in logic, women deal in emotion. Without further ado, let me go ahead and pull up these references. We're gonna get right into them. If y'all haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna be on a motherfucking ass this whole motherfucking week, this whole month, this year, this whole lifetime type shit. You heard me? We on the ass. So I want to share a screen with you guys, um, because I be on Instagram a lot. I have a lot of supporters on Instagram. I have a lot of followers that I lost, but I have a lot of people that look at a lot of my content on Instagram. I have to make. I don't have 200 followers, but I have more than 20,000 profile reaches. I have more than 30,000 views on my Instagram. So I be on my Instagram a lot, and I see a lot of bull crap. I see a lot of bull crap. And Chris, he's right. He says they're childish. In the wise words of dirty folks, leave these toddlers alone. Leave these toddlers alone. You ever you ever walked in the, for those of y'all who got kids or take care of kids, you ever seen a kid crying, or heard your niece or nephew crying, and then you walk in the room like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? And he crying because his favorite show ain't come on, or he missed his favorite show, or the Wi-Fi not working on his tablet, or he ran out of Cheetos and he's crying because he wants some more. Don't you sit there and laugh and just ignore that toddler? This is the mind state we dealing with when it comes to these modern women. This is the mind state. Let me shut up. Let me get to what these people talking about. That party, I was all it be like smooth. What? Back in that party, I was all it be like smooth. What? All right, so this is Exhibit A. Exhibit A. I don't know if y'all can see that, but let me read it out for y'all. Instagram post. She says, "My Asian mother sending me to America to learn English. Learns unnecessary skills." So basically, this is a Asian foreign girl who came from Asia to learn American skill, English skills, or whatever. I don't know what she came to learn, but what did she come to actually learn? What did she actually learn when she came here? She learned how to be a thought. She learned how to be promiscuous. I say this time in and time out. I am from the background of the Haitian culture. My mom and my dad came from Haiti. My auntie actually brought, uh, uh, she came here on a boat and she brought her family here, et cetera, et cetera. We can get into that later. But my bloodline actually does come from Haiti, and I understand how these foreign women act when they come to America. A lot of foreign women come here and they turn out. They are some of the most promiscuous women that you can ever find. Now we're in 2022, so a lot of them have been here for a while. So what they do is they adjust, they do their thing, or they've done their thing. They had children, and even some of them that even come over here, they're trained by a lot of these modern women. So they kind of pick up on speed. But what I'm ultimately saying is these women that come from overseas, these motherfucking women that are foreign, don't think that you can bring a foreign woman over here and automatically she's going to be a submissive queen. That girl will be one of the most promiscuous thoughts that you ever can find. I can tell you a true story. My mom is Haitian. She came from Haiti. And her sister actually came here in her 20s. Now, her sister didn't really speak English. She was foreign. She came over here, got acquainted, da da da, this and that, this and that. I got a lot of stories about that, but I want to point this story out. Our house got hit by a car when we were younger. It was a Ford. Somebody stole a Ford F-150 and ran it into our house. It broke. It broke a stand, so our roof was hanging and the door was open, etc. Um, I say that to say this: we, through the insurance company, they were putting us through hotels. We were able to go to family members' houses. But what my auntie did, this foreigner, she had a plethora of dudes coming in and out of that house, running through her, running through my auntie, running through her, banging her in and out. I even had some of my local friends in the neighborhood asking me about my auntie because we all know what time it is as men, especially in the black community, when somebody goes around, when a woman goes around town, and when we know that she's the one that goes around the block and she easy, etc. A lot of foreign women are like that. We hear it, and I had a lot of my homies telling me that she was hanging around town. No SpongeBob episode, hanging around town. You learn female nature from your mother first, guys. I want you to know that. And then it trickles down to the family and then the woman that you do actually experience. Okay? They're so blindly indoctrinated by white liberals, lesbians, and feminists. It's sad. Absolutely correct, Chris says. And they've been indoctrinated by them since the late 60s, early 70s, when they said, "Hey, black man, we don't want you anymore. We're going to replace you with white government daddy. We getting food stamps. We getting government housing. Uh, we're going to see what else more benefits we're going to get out of this white guy. Even though you guys are like unemployment was falling for black men, and black women still chose government daddy over the black man." Okay. Chris also says, black men, BLM is a lesbian movement. Absolutely correct. It's ran by lesbians and women. Chris also says, no race of women allow themselves to be utilized against the empowerment of their own men more than the black dub or the black woman. Black women are 1000% responsible for the stagnation of the black community. I agree with you. More than 60 million black children were aborted alone in the black community. 38% of black women actually commit abortions in America. We are number one. We are beating every race in abortions in the black community. 75% of black children are born out of wedlock under black women. And these are children that are being produced at the most derogatory rate. They're becoming gangsters, killers, thugs. They have Down syndrome. Women are getting abortions and fucking up the inside. So a lot of the times when you have a retarded baby, guys, it's not because it's hereditary. It's because a woman had a procedure and it fucked up something inside of her body to a point that that child can't be produced in the way God wanted him to be produced because that body was tampered with. That's another episode. We ain't even gonna get too deep into that. Chris also said facts. I will never bring a woman from a different country back to America with me ever. 100%. These women, when they come from these other countries, they are the most promiscuous. One of the main reasons is because they're dumb as fuck. They are dumb as fuck, and they have a sense of submission and sense of tradition and a sense of culture. So in them is a part of submission. So they'll submit for an amount of time until they're washed up, and 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 they're taught by these modern women you don't need a man, etc., or you don't deserve this, you shouldn't take this. That's when they start becoming demons. 100% fire breathing dragons. So this is why you got this woman right here, okay, this young lady right here saying her parents sent her to America to learn English and get an education. But what did she learn? She learned how to twerk. She learned OnlyFans. She learned how to get on OnlyFans and make bread off of OnlyFans, guys. Let's move on to the next motherfucking one.
Get nastier. If you do anal, you had a little dookie on your sheet. But
Y'all already hear y'all hear it, right?
I love vacation sex. You just get nastier. If you do anal, you had a little dookie on your sheet. But you'll just sleep in it. You're just like, I'm serious, in the hotel. You're not about to get up and be like, can somebody come change these sheets?
Why not?
Are you serious?
I don't like with the cum, but not with the shit.
It's still bodily fluids.
But it's a different fluid that's carrying bacteria.
It's not a
It's a
dookie
cream.
log, you guys. It's a skin mark. God damn, it's just a little slice of dookie on the sheet. I love vacation sex. You just get nastier. If you do anal, you had a little dookie on your sheet. But
I love vacation sex. You just get nastier. Hot girl summers, guys. Hot girl summers, whole stages, and letting your girls go on girls' nights out. This is why men don't trust women when they do these things. They get freakier, nastier, etc. And the main reason why is because women are hypergamous. They're not going to bums. They're going to spots that they're invited to where high value men, etc., rappers, ballers, gangsters, whatever the case may be, are at. And these men trash women day in and day out. You're just one of them they trashed. Disgusting. Y'all ever heard of truffle butter? I got a story on that too. Not for me. Not for me. You ever heard of truffle butter? Huh? Did y'all ever hear of truffle butter? That's when a man smashes a woman in her vagina, takes it out, puts it in her butt, takes it out, puts it back in her vagina, and the mix of those liquids, these mixes, forms a color, and that's unhealthy. I was talking to a girl before, and she used to tell me stories about her mother. Her mom had a boyfriend, and that they called it STD. Her mother and her boyfriend called it an STD. How did they catch that STD? How did they catch that STD, guys? The way I explained it. In the vagina, where it's supposed to be at, in the butt. See, the butt is not an entry, the butt is an exit for shit to come out of. So when you're entering that, anyways, I don't want to get too deep into that. You put it back in there, and then you get this little mixture of creams. That's a formula for STDs. Her mom caught an STD and everything, and she told the boyfriend, and the boyfriend went to go get tested, and sure enough, he had an STD. I just want y'all to know that listening to this dummy.
but you'll just sleep in it. You're just like, I'm serious, in the hotel. You're not about to get up and be like, can somebody come change these sheets?
Why not?
Are you serious?
I don't like with the cum, but not with the shit.
It's still bodily fluids.
Listen, I don't know if y'all seen what is that bitch name? I forgot. Vivica Fox. She was on a podcast with some dumb bitch, and they said that the reason why women's pussy stink is because multiple men are having sex with multiple women, and they're coming back having sex with this girl, and that's why her pussy stinks. Irresponsibility. But this dummy, this modern woman right here that said all this is showing you why these women pussy stink. They are irresponsible with their vaginas, irresponsible with their assholes and their vaginas, and even more irresponsible with their mouths.
of vacation sex. You just get nastier. If you do anal, you had a little dookie on your sheet, but you'll just sleep in it. You're just like, Adina, I'm serious. In the hotel, you're not about to get up and be like, can somebody come change these sheets?
Why not?
Are you serious?
I'm gonna lay with the cum, but not with the shit.
It's still bodily fluids.
But it's a different fluid that's carrying bacteria.
It's not a
It's a
dookie
cream.
log, you guys. It's a skin mark. God damn, it's just a little slice of dookie.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's like me saying something like, "Oh no, I didn't smoke that much crack. It was just a little line. I just sniffed a little line. I ain't do 3 line. I just sniffed a little line." I just scraped a little bit of doo-doo. Like what the hell? Guys, man, the modern woman is out of control. Leave her alone. I can't say it enough. I can't say it enough, guys. And I didn't make this shit up. I'm not the one that made the video. I just seen it. Let me get to some of the comments real quick. Shout out to my boy King God in the motherfucking building, one of the goats, scientists when it comes to this knowledge. He says they are a literal threat to society. We're gonna have to roll back on women right. We're gonna have to roll back on women right. Like I said, leave them alone, man. Let them do their thing. Let them sleep in their shit. I'm saying it verbatim, like this motherfucker just said. She said, a little truffle butter don't matter. You can sleep in your shit. Chris says, B Dubs loves to talk about how black baby boomers, um, they love to talk about black baby boomers, but they never want to talk about how feminist B Dubs used to tell black men, "You don't own me. You can't tell me who I can and can't not give my kitty to." It happened all the time, and it started with them saying it to their fathers. It started when black mothers treated daughters like that. With their companions and their sisters. And it also started when black women started raising black children alone. Chris also says, I remember when I was younger, B Dubs, and in case y'all don't know, B Dubs is black woman. B Dubs would brag about how they told the guy they were currently having sex with that his kitty belongs to other dude who don't even like they goofy ass. And they do that. It's a shaming tactic, Chris. It's a shaming tactic. No lie. About 2-3 weeks ago, I went to a party with one of my boys, right? Let me take this off the screen. Let me go ahead and take it. I went to a party with one of my boys, and he was out there with his girl, and his girl brought a friend. So she came along. I threw down. I smashed her in the first night, whatever case may be. So we was rocking again, probably the week after that. And you know how these women get. They give you the pussy and they think, okay, boom, they done gave you everything. Now it's up to you to prove to them this and that. Guys, it's a woman's job to keep you. It's not your job to keep her. It's your job to provide for the right one. Now, one of the things she had told me, which was very, very similar to what Chris just commented right here. I was in a car with her and she was trying to get me to get on her program, do things she wanted to do, and I just wasn't with it. And she said, "All right, I'm just gonna go fuck with another nigga." Mind you, this girl was catching feelings. This girl was calling me, trying to figure out why I ain't hit her up, this and that. So this is supposed to be a woman that's feeling me into me. And one of her tactics was to say, "I'm just gonna go fuck with another nigga." Cool. You dealing with the wrong one. You don't know who I am. Let her do her thing. That same night, lo and behold, the kid smashed, got some top from her and everything like that because I held my frame and I don't let women control me. But it speaks to what he says. Women think that a competent man is supposed to care and that she wants to be promiscuous with somebody else. That makes you look worse, lady. It makes you look worse, ma'am. Not us. Makes you look worse. We'll read these few comments and I'll get right to the next video. I'll never in my life take any of them serious, ever. William Hand, shout out to the boy. He's back. He's back. He's back. Shout out to you. I appreciate you for coming on the channel. He says, let it all go. Honestly, everyone likes to pretend that there's some greater philosophy surrounding male to female interaction when it just boils down to a biological compulsion to breed. I'm not even going to lie to you. I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. All of it boils down to biology. Gender roles, etc., actually were extracted from biology, from the study of how biological nature works from female to male. I agree with you. He also says there's no mystery to women. Correct. There's nothing magical to discover. They outright tell you that they'll rob and kill you. They'll poke you around. They'll poke around your corpse like jackals. So why talk to them at all? The modern woman is out of control. Leave them alone. I'm loving the panel. I'm loving the chat tonight. Well, not tonight, but this afternoon. Let's get to the next little video that I found funny. So, guys, this is a different one. All right, this is an intricate one. This is I need to know the chat's opinion on this video that we're about to look at right here. I need y'all opinion on this because this was very awkward to me.
Right. We usually had date nights, but we wanted last night to be special, so we got dressed. I got right, but look at my baby. She was pretty, boy. She was shine. Look at her, yeah. But look, I had to get right. I had to get fresh. Got the fresh cut, all that, you feel me? Walked out the house, but psych, I had to have a turn up session, you feel me? Get right. But I went to Cheddar, she went to Texas Roadhouse. That's her favorite place. Of course, we had drinks, them was banging. She really don't know how to record food, so it didn't look right, but mine looked spectacular. But look, we had a good intimate time, man. I recommend long distance couples to do this. Definitely had a good time. We usually had date nights, but we wanted last night to be special.
I'm gonna play it one more time in case y'all didn't peep it. One more time.
Right. We usually had date nights, but we wanted last night to be special. So we got dressed. I got right, but look at my baby. She was pretty, boy. She was shine. Look at her, yeah. But look, I had to get right. I had to get fresh. Got the fresh cut, all that, you feel me? Walked out the house, but psych, I had to have a turn up session, you feel me? Get right. But I went to Cheddar, she went to Texas Roadhouse. That's her favorite place. Of course, we had drinks, them was banging. She really don't know how to record food, so it didn't look right, but mine looked spectacular. But look, we had a good intimate time, man. I recommend long distance couples to do this. Definitely had a good time. Right. We usually had date nights, but we wanted last night to be special, so we got dressed. I got right, but look at my baby.
My bad, guys. My bad. First of all, he sounded like I'm gonna keep it real. He sounded kind of weak. I'm gonna just keep it real. He sounded like only modern women make videos like this. But anyways, we ain't finna chastise the guy. That's your girl, whatever the case may be. But did they just have a fucking video chat date? This might be a little bit off subject, just a tad bit, because I know I'm talking about how modern women are mediocre and leave them alone. But it might be on subject too, guys. Did he just have a video date because okay, so we have a lot of women where a man asks her out on a date, or a man is with the woman and he plans the date, and two things can happen. And I read what kind of woman you have based off of what happens. Number one, you plan the date, you tell her where we're going, of course you're paying, etc., whatever, and she complies to it and she goes on the date. The second thing that happens is you plan a date, you're paying, etc., etc., but she says, I don't want to go there, I want to go here. Did he just let her dictate dating terms? And on top of that, who's paying for those dates? And then on top of that, when you get off of that screen shit that you was with, is she gonna go have a hot girl summer? See, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but guys, is that normal, bro? Like, would you guys do that? Put a one in the chat if you would have a video chat date with your girl. You at the house with her, Both of y'all got dressed up. You both of y'all prepare for a date. Okay? And you guys go to a separate restaurant. And then you guys are on video chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you would do that. Put a 1 in the chat if you would do that. And look how like happy he sounds. He sounds
Look right,
happy.
but mine looked spectacular. But look, we had a good intimate time, man. I recommend long distance couples to do
He
it.
said they had a good intimate time. Intimacy is like one-on-one person per skin to skin test. It's like I can talk to you for real. Y'all was on the phone like a nigga could. Okay, never mind, guys. I'm going to the next video because I'm about to really like get mad talking about this. I'm really about to get mad talking about this shit. All right, so this video right here, I want y'all to look at this video. It's really ridiculous. It is very ridiculous, and I do not like what I see. I'm gonna just play it out.
Fuck what you said that you don't. I've been gone way too long. Now these rap bitches stop. They have to one up till these bitches get loud. Shake that ass. No, I'm still that gangsta ass bitch every hood nigga want. Fuck is you saying? A baby can't try me, little bitch. A hoe can't out-rap me, little bitch. Did the same gangsta ass bitch that was shaking that ass on the pole when I met. Did the same gangsta ass bitch that'll set a nigga up. Next day act like I never met. Did the same gangsta ass bitch that'll tell a hoe, hold up, get the fuck back for a straight. Niggas wanna keep us in the house. My nigga, that's too bad. We don't give a fuck out something. I got these niggas on stupid. Pussy got these niggas acting real stupid. That bankroll rolling and these niggas be used. Fuck what you said that you don't. I've been gone way too long. Now these rap bitches stop. They have to one up till these bitches get loud. Shake that ass. No, I'm still that gangsta ass bitch every hood nigga want. Fuck is you saying? A baby can't try me, little bitch. A hoe can't out-rap me, little bitch. Did the same gangsta ass bitch that was shaking that ass on the pole.
Shout out to our IRTS TV. That was a great point he brought up before I even get into this dumb bitch. You understand what I'm saying? IRTS TV says, why do you think marriage was created? Because of promiscuous women. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Nowhere in any religious text, any philosophy of men, do you see men uh, creating this marriage type of shit. Where, where in wisdom, where in God's law, where in supreme knowledge do you see get on your knee, go buy something, and show a woman how special she is to you? I'll wait. Some debunk me if it's somewhere, debunk Mr. OKL, because I don't see it anywhere, and even in common sense, to sit down and marry a woman, especially today. See, I understand where marriage actually did come from. Marriage is supposed to be a ceremony. Marriage is supposed to be a family village type of reunion thing. So families come together in celebration of continuance of life. And why do they do that? Because the man and the woman become one. They love each other. They plan on having children. They respect each other's parents. They've conjoined families, and they've coincided with each other to a point that we can build legacy, we can build governments, etc., etc. That's where the natural order of marriage came from. And we didn't have to get on a knee and go find a fucking ring and spend half of our life savings to go do that. It was a ceremony. Only in modern day age, only in this Eurocentric society do we, in this feminist society, do we have men spending half of what they worked for 10, 15, 20 years on a bitch that will go suck somebody's penis the next day, if not that same day. Because we all know how women are today. You think men have bachelor's parties? Look up on YouTube and look up on Google how many women have quote unquote little bachelorette parties, and look what they do. 7, 8, 9 women, all of them sucking the same penis, getting it all out before they have to lock down and do this horrible, stressful, hard thing called being a virtuous, submissive woman to a husband. Chris says, that's how I knew I was alpha way back when I was a child, just a child, because I always had a code and program. Likewise, that I wanted the woman I was dating to get on board with, not being able to know who the father may be of the child. Let me go ahead and read a few more of the comments before we get to the next video. As a matter of fact, we still gonna break this one down though. Hold on. We still gotta break this one down though.
No, I'm still that gangsta ass bitch every hood nigga want.
I'm still that gangsta ass bitch every hood nigga want. Every hood nigga don't want her. She's lying, guys. She's still that gangsta ass bitch that slang pussy to every hood nigga. But we're gonna get into her in a second after these comments. I know her type, guys. I know this type. This is Lilith at its worst. At its worst. No guidance. Probably ain't got no father. Who knows? William Hand says the point of dating is to get to know the person better. Video dates are cool if you can't physically be together, but if you live with each other, why? That's viciously stupid. William, only see it takes a weak man, what we call beta males or whatever the case may be. It takes a man who panders to what women want, puts women on a pedestal. It takes that kind of guy to do things like that. Competent men don't do things like that. We take control, we lead. Especially when you with like I understand if you just snatch the girl and y'all on FaceTime at home, not on a date. Like I will never do a video date with a girl. I will never go pay for food just to sit on a fucking phone to look at a girl eat where she's at. And I'm still wondering, did he pay for the date? That shit just throws my mind. Nah, they in a long distance relationship. Hey man, I don't know what's going on there, man. And guys, if that's your long distance relationship, but the thing is, never mind. Chris says there's videos of B Dubs FaceTiming their poor bleeding heart Forrest Gump super sent boyfriends while having sex. It's some kind of new city girl trend. I seen it today. So some girl just did it today on Instagram. Chris also says B Dubs are total complete savages at them bachelorette parties. Look them up, guys. It's on Pornhub and all that. I'm not telling you to look up Pornhub and all that shit, whatever. But they post these things on Pornhub. They post them on porn sites of women, literally all of them in the room, excited right before they get married, or even some women that come together on like a girls' retreat where they've been married for 10 years and they've been friends for 10, 15 years, and they're just trying to reminisce the old days. So they go out to these secret little parties, and all of them are just getting banged by one dude. All of them are just taking turns, eating the glizzy and shit like that. Like I'm telling you guys, this is a reality today, which is why it's most important for you to contain your woman. A preserved woman is the most important woman. That's why the Bible says the man that finds a wife finds a good thing. Even back in the old days, they understood that to find a wife is rare. It's a good thing. Or even if it wasn't rare, most women are not wives. Even back then, they knew that. Last but not least, William Hand says marriage is a fool's game. My reality is to God, not some fat harlot. Absolutely 100% correct. So now let's break down this let's break this female down, okay?
I got these niggas on stoop. Pussy got these niggas acting real stupid. That bankroll rolling and these niggas be used. Fuck what you said that you don't. I've been gone way too long. Now these rap bitches stop. They have to one up till these bitches get loud. Shake that ass. No, I'm still that gangsta ass bitch every hood nigga want. Fuck is you saying? A baby can't try me, little bitch. A hoe can't out rap me, little bitch. Did the same gangsta ass bitch that was shaking that ass on the pole when I met. Did the same gangsta ass bitch that'll set a nigga up. Next day act like I never met. Did the same gangsta ass bitch that'll tell a hoe, hold up, get the fuck back for a straight. Niggas wanna keep us in the house. My nigga, that's too bad. We don't give a fuck out some. I got these niggas on stoop. Pussy got these niggas acting real stupid. That bankroll rolling and these niggas be used.
And what this speaks to, guys, I pay attention. What it speaks to is the nature that feminism has brought to the Black community, being masculine while trying to exude a little bit of that feminine energy. So she's twerking, still that little same little bitch that was on the pole, still that little gangster same bitch that was on the pole when I met you and shit like that. Talking about setting niggas up and then the next day act like I never knew you, shit like that. And people are putting dick in holes like this. People are actually riding around with this little thought piece. See, leave them to Pookie and Ray Ray. Leave these hoes for Pookie and Ray Ray, guys. Let's go to the next video. This one is significant, guys.
Comments trying to give me a word of advice. I don't want to hear it. I don't care if this thing
Let's break this one down.
coming out before y'all get up in my comments trying to give me a word of advice. I don't want to hear it. I don't care if this thing shock my coochie and send me into 2032. Bitch, I'm gonna do it again because the way this did me last night, I felt like two niggas was in here touching on me, baby. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna do it every time. I woke up this morning feeling like I could pick up a Denali truck and throw that bitch on your head. Like I could pick up a Escalade long big body and throw that bitch across a Kroger's parking lot. Please get out my damn face. After I got done, after this tore me down last night, I put that bitch across my shoulders like a gym towel and smacked my own ass and said, good game. Get the hell out my face. Don't run up on me with this rose. I've been up, bust you upside your head with this damn rose. Please, mess me with it. Let's get into the video. Let me show you how this get down and how it got me down. You feel that? That be down there doing that? Yes. Making me want to skid out a little brake fluid. And this up here right here, go. Send me home, bitch. Hello? And you know I had to buy the wet kitty. You put that power steering fluid on there? Baby, I don't want to hear it. Y'all keep using them cheap ones that have you smelling like an Amazon warehouse. Bitch, I'm going to use this. Make sure you order yours by Officially Pleasured. Peace.
Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot me. Matter of fact, she was the one that said everything in that video. Now I want to point something out, and I'm gonna replay it real quick so y'all can hear what she said in the beginning of the video.
I could pick up coming out before y'all get up in my comments trying to give me a word of advice. I don't want to hear it. I don't care if this thing shock my coochie and send me into 2032.
Before y'all give me a word of advice, I don't want to hear it. I don't care if this thing shock my coochie. She says she don't care if it shock her coochie, guys. So let's look up what the rose has been doing to women lately. And we all know women don't, like, the women wait till they hit the wall to start realizing shit. So she says she doesn't care if it shocks her pussy, but the moment that she starts realizing that the radiation is messing with her womb and she has irregularities in her body based off of what she's been doing with that, and then she might develop cancer, that's when she's going to make a sob story video and she's going to regret what she's done. We don't make it up, guys. We don't make it up. We're not the ones that chose this for them. We're not the ones that asked them to do this. This is all a part of them replacing the man. Shout out to my boy J Lock in the goddamn building. Where the hell you been at, my boy? Where the hell you been at, dog? Yo, what's up with your Instagram, man? They done banned you completely. J Lock says she don't understand that those let's go to the next one. Those vibrators have radiation, and that's why that's why what is messed up. Yeah, basically, basically he's saying that's why what is messed up. Basically, that's why their vagina is messed up, guys. What Dirk said? That pussy bap, you got to spit on it just to get it wet. When women have irregularities in their vagina, they don't get wet. It's almost like a car that doesn't have transmission fluid. There's irregularities. I'm saying it wrong, but there's deficiencies in that. All right, cool. So let's look at that. Let's look at what ma'am this lady said. She wants to ignore, and for the newcomers, y'all hit that like button. Let's play this video back again for y'all because we about to get right on into it, guys. J-Lock, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Here go my Instagram. For those of y'all who not follow me, skate onto my Instagram. It's called Okay Let's Talk TV. I put it right on the page for y'all.
Here.
So let's listen to this modern woman talking about her vibrator and how she's replacing the man with her vibrator. Real quick, we're going to get right into that real quick.
Coming out before y'all get up into my comments trying to give me a word of advice. I don't want to hear it. I don't care if this thing is
Why do modern women hate getting advice? Even if it's good advice, you don't want to hear it, right? Okay.
coming out before y'all get up into my comments trying to give me a word of advice. I don't want to hear it. I don't care if this thing shock my coochie and send me into 2032. Bitch, I'm gonna do it again because the way this did me last night, I felt like two niggas was in here touching on me, baby. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna do it every time. I woke up this morning feeling like I could pick up a Denali truck and throw that bitch on your head.
You can't.
Like I could pick up a Escalade long big body and throw that bitch across a Kroger's parking lot. Please get out my damn face. After I got done, after this towed me down last night, I put that bitch across my shoulders like a gym towel and smacked my own ass and said, good game. Get the hell out my face. Don't run up on me with these rolls. I've been a bust you upside.
You smacked your own ass and said good game because you laid on your butt and you let a machine do the work. So what good game? You're still single. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Coming out before y'all get up into my comments trying to give me a word
One
of
more
advice.
time.
I don't want to hear it. I don't care if this thing is shock my
And no, look, notice she got the robe on talking about she just woke up to do the video. But no, she woke up and did her makeup first. She had to do the makeup and put all that fuck shit on her face first.
and send me into 2032. Bitch, I'm gonna do it again because the way this did me last night, I felt like two niggas was in here.
Notice all them tattoos on her hand, bro. Notice all these tattoos. Tattoos on a woman, especially black women, are a form of traumatic situations that they've been through. A woman that gets tattoos, bro, 9 times out of 10, bro, it's just something traumatic about her, man.
Touching on me, baby. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna do it every time. I woke up this morning feeling like I could pick up a Denali truck and throw that bitch on your head.
You can't do that. You can't. Stop with this delusional talk. Women always talk fairy tale shit.
Like I could pick up a Escalade long big body and throw that bitch across a Kroger's parking lot. Please get out my damn face. After I got done, after this towed me down last night, I put that bitch across my shoulders like a gym towel and smacked my own ass. And
see, one thing about men, when we catch nuts and when we do our thing, it's something called post nut clarity. We busting up. All right, boom, we got it out the way. Now we ready to go do everything else. We not feeling like Superman because we just caught a nut. Maybe we might feel like Superman because we done put it down on the woman. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like a real man ain't finna sit. Men don't do this. She's bragging about catching a good nut off of a machine. And she got to go tell the world this, guys. She got to go express this to the world. And then she got to motivate everybody to go do the same thing.
said, good game. Get the hell out my face. Don't run up on me with these rolls. I've been a bust you upside your head with this damn rolls. Please miss me with it. Let's get into the video. Let me show you how this get down.
See, and the only reason why she's confident in this is because she's single, most likely single, of course, doesn't have any suitable men around her, might have hit the wall. Let me look at her face. Judging by the makeup and judging by her voice, I'm going to say she's mid to late 30s, possibly early 30s, possibly. You know how they fool us with the makeup. I don't know.
and how it got me down. You feel that? That be down there doing that. Yes.
That be down where?
Making me want to skid out a little brake fluid. And this up here right here. Go.
Okay, so the first part goes inside the vagina, and then the second part, that's what it's going back and forth on the clit. I got you.
Send me home, bitch. Hello. And you know I had to buy the wet kitty. You put that power steering fluid on there, baby, I don't want to hear it. Y'all keep using them cheap ones that have you smelling like an Amazon warehouse. Bitch, I'm going to use this. Make sure you order yours. Buy Officially Pleasured. Peace.
What a motherfucking shame, dog. What a shame. And you even got cream, like the little jelly, you feel me? Because, you know, because that pussy don't get wet. So she need the little jelly. And on top of that, you know, notice she said the other machines and the other little shit have they pussy smelling stink. So get the one that has the odor so that it can make your pussy smell kind of good. It gives it up. Why do y'all ladies, instead of controlling your pHs, instead of controlling your cat, you spray your shit up? Y'all seen that stripper that got caught on live spraying herself, and then she opened up her panties and she sprayed her shit with Lysol? That's their hygiene. That's their form of hygiene. Chris says, and when her choo-choo get fried, like chitlins on Thanksgiving, she'll find a way to blame it on black men. I promise to God, some way, somehow, a black man will get blamed for her issues. But unfortunately, there's a lot of black gumps out there who will still fall on the sword. I beg to differ, Chris. There's a mind. You know what? There is a lot of black gumps, and that's when those are the desperate, simp, incel, pussy hungry dudes that never got pussy before, that never understood female nature. All right. J Lock says, replace the man for the machine. Shaking my head. I mean, shit. Look at, they already replaced the man with their phone. They already replaced the man with uh, child support, government daddy, government housing, education, business, money, etc. They took nature out of the order, and they are the virtual world as well. IRTS TV says, I'm gonna do a device breakdown on my channel of that rose ish. Please do, please do that, please do that, because it's well needed. See, a lot of people don't understand. The same way you don't want your phone being plugged up and you got it on your lap, because that radiation vibration is not healthy for not only like your genitalia, but it's just not healthy for you in general. You ever heard your mama say, don't stand in front of the microwave when you cooking some motherfucking food? That's because the radiation is not healthy for you. It causes cancers. These women are directly putting this radiation inside of their genitalia, and like she said in the beginning of the video, nobody come for her. She's not gonna listen to nothing. She's just gonna keep her vibrator. When women like that end up like that girl that had sex with all them athletes and Chris Brown and Nick Cannon, and she didn't even know that she had AIDS. And before she died, because I heard she died allegedly, she started regretting the lifestyle she lived, and she wished she had gotten tested earlier, and she wished she didn't do the things she did. She was an IG model, popular, a little industry thought. See, women don't think, they just go. Men are more logical, they're more emotional. So what makes them feel good, that's what they latch on to, which is why, again, she said she woke up like she feeling like she could pick up an SUV and throw it across somebody's head, because that she had a good nut off of a vibrator. Wow. Passport Bros, it's time to leave all American females alone. Falcon. Females. I like that. I like that. I like that. Females. She a pain junkie. Let's get to the next one because I got tons of them, man. There's delusion all across the board when it comes to Instagram. There's let's look at this one right here, guys. Let's look at this one right here. Give me a second. I'm scrolling down. I'm gonna get it for y'all. I'm gonna get it for y'all. Don't worry about it. Where's that? Cool. Don't know if y'all can read it, but let me read it for y'all. 25-year-old woman, I'm sorry, 25-year-old man dies after being set on fire at gas station by his girlfriend. Investigators say she went inside the store, paid 50 cents worth of gas, paid for 50 cents worth of gas. According to reports, this is on Say Cheese channel, Ricky Doyle, 25, and his girlfriend, Brianna Johnson, public information in case y'all want to look it up, were arguing at a Shell gas station in Arlington. I'm going to kill you, Johnson said. And that's what she said. They said Johnson was heard telling him Johnson allegedly went inside the gas station and paid for 50 cents worth of gas. Investigators say she was later seen pouring gasoline on Doyle while he sat in the back seat of a Jeep. I don't know how you let this girl do that, but I would have like she would have been beat up already if she thinks she would have did all that. Allegedly. She then allegedly again walked around to the driver's seat and set it on fire with an unknown object. Doyle was engulfed in flames when he was seen escaping the vehicle and running through the parking lot trying to stop his body from burning. You better stop, drop, and roll, my brother. Rest in peace to him. A customer attempted to put the fire out with a fire extinguisher, excuse me. But by then, witnesses said Doyle was bleeding and his skin melted off of his body. Johnson told bystanders that she was smoking while pumping gas, and that's why the fire started. So you pumped 50 cents worth of, anyways. Witnesses told her they saw her intentionally set the fire. One witness tried to detain her before police arrived, but Johnson pushed the person to the ground and drove away while smiling, the police report said. While smiling, guys. Look at her face, guys. Let's look at this modern woman's face. No remorse, no kind of reciprocity, no kind of regret. Just they do what they want to do and they don't regret what they do. Okay? So here's a 25-year-old woman arguing with a man inside of his car. She goes inside of the store, pays 50 cents for gas, and lights him on fire. She was heard saying, I'm going to kill you. The abuse of black men is normalized in the black community, especially by black women. This is why I said the modern woman is out of control. Leave her alone, guys. MGTOW is the best way. The godly order is the best way. If a woman is not submissive, see, submission is a woman knowing her role. She understands a man rules, so she submits under that man. Shout out to Mr. Goodbread. He comes back. He says, normalize this. These women need mandatory therapy. Guys, hit that like button. If y'all haven't done so, y'all better do that. Hit that motherfucking like button. Hit that motherfucking like button. Chris says, I'm never again. I said, I'm sorry. I'm never arguing with a female. Once I've said what I said, the conversation is over. Anything after that, I'm going to ball my fist up. I do not play with these strags. I want to extract something. So, because what was he? All right. So, where was he at? Flames. All right. So, boom. Let me read this. Doyle was engulfed in flames when he was seen escaping the vehicle. Where was he at, though? Was he in the driver's seat or the passenger seat? I'm going to kill you, Johnson said, or was heard telling him. Johnson allegedly went inside the gas station and paid for 50 cents worth of gas. Investigators say she was later seen pouring gasoline on Doyle while he sat in the back seat. He was in the back seat, guys. What the fuck is this man doing in the goddamn back seat? So what that tells me is he was already in a docile position. He was already a beta male. Ain't no woman driving me around that I'm with, that I'm arguing with, and I'm gonna be in the back seat. Rest in peace to the guy, but I'm just reading context. She already felt she had one up on it. I don't know, man. God, y'all tell me what it is, man. Like this is a weird story. I'm gonna have to look into it. I mean, it's public information, so maybe I'm gonna look into it and see what's going on with that. Cause that to me, guys, I'm not I'm confused, man. I am confused when it comes to that. And this is why I don't deal with mediocre women. This is why you shouldn't deal with mediocre women. Women that talk like men, don't deal with them. Women that threaten you with violence, do not deal with them. Don't deal with them, guys. Let me go to the next one. We're not done. We got tons and tons of. Oh my! Let's go to this one. And guys, this is a very
Me and my
deep
mom
one.
don't
This is
have
a
a
deep one.
relationship. She's on drugs. I had to become a man.
Let's run this one back. No, pause it. Pause it. We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna look at this one for a full. See, Mr. Good, this is your lane, Mr. Goodbread. This is your lane, hella your lane. And I want us to pay attention to the teachings that Mr. Goodbread. If y'all haven't done so, y'all skate onto Mr. Goodbread channel. Goodbread, if you will put your link in there, I'll go ahead and share your shit. But y'all skate onto Mr. Goodbread channel because he's very conducive when it comes to breaking down hell of a sons, hell of a mothers, and the detrimental factors in the community that we go through. Now, you have your hell of a son that's raised by a hell of a mother, and he becomes confused, lost, and also a liability in his world. But then you have your quote unquote son who's supposed to be a hell of a son, but makes his way out, which is why men should go their own way. See, we were put here as men to till the ground. Ain't nobody gonna pat you on the back. You rise up on your own. It's nothing but an excuse. It's nothing but feminine energy when you say you can't do it and you blame it on something outside of what you can control. Now we can understand maybe some people grew up in families that held them back. I was one of those. Maybe you grew up in situations where you were in poverty. All right, but that doesn't change the fact that you got balls and a penis. That doesn't change the fact that you a motherfucking man. So I want y'all to listen to this real quick. I really want y'all to listen to this and understand that as a competent male, you are not equivalent and equal to women. Women that don't have the right guidance and order, don't have fathers in their lives, they become corrupt at a high level. Men that don't have fathers in their lives, you definitely become corrupt at a high level. But what else do you have? You have self control and logic at a high level. That's what you innately have. So you got to tap into that. Some of us are afraid to tap into that because we worship our mothers. We and the fact that we worship our mothers, we worship women, we put them on a pedestal. This is where you get your pro-black community from. The black woman is goddess. Women putting yoni eggs in their motherfucking vagina and calling themselves virgins and reborn goddesses, and men worshiping that when all you're doing is pandering to a detrimental factor in society. Let me play this video out real quick.
Me and my mom don't have a relationship. She's on drugs. I had to become a man without that love. That made me real hard and bitter coming up. I'm going to tell you what my mama did. When I was 17, right, because all she did was put men in drugs and clubbing before her kids. She found a guy that she liked, and she went moved away and with the guy into an apartment with just him and her and left all her kids in the projects. The maintenance man came. First, the lights get cut off. Then the maintenance man came. And all her kids living in this house, right? The maintenance man come, and he changed the locks on the door one day, and he like, well, I'm like, we like, what the hell going on? And I noticed my mama hadn't been there in so long, right? She'll come by once in a while and grab some stuff and leave. And then you like, damn, why she never here? Like, damn, you know, she done went got her a whole nother house and just left us all in the house, right? Maintenance man come change the lock. My mama ain't paid the rent in 3 months, right? And this in the projects. So they called her. She ended up coming. She pulled up. Instead of her coming to get her kids, she came and said, got the rest of her stuff and said, what y'all finna do? Thinking she coming to this abandoned house with us to save me. My mom looked me in my eye like, what you finna do? And I'm like, damn. And at that moment, it broke me. I cried. It broke me. It broke me down so bad. The woman that's supposed to protect and provide for me looked me right. Me and my mom don't have a relationship. She's on
My bad, guys. My bad. The woman that was supposed to protect and provide for him has shown him female nature, and I can't say it enough. Learn your mother, learn your hell of a mother, and you will understand female nature. The woman that's supposed to, I went through that, guys. I, and maybe one day y'all gonna hear my full story, but I went through that. And the thing is, guys, we're built to rise up as men. Like he said, he was man enough to be able to become the man that he was. He shed his tears. He cried. The pain was out. Nobody cared though. Nobody cares because today women are pandered to. Salute to XL Pro. Today women are pandered to, so nobody cared about this man's pain. But guess what he had to do? He had to rise up and beat the odds. But what he does understand is female nature. What he does understand is, um, see, men, we are built off unconditional love. We're the ones that love unconditionally. Why do you think a lot of men literally will wife a thought because he want to change your life? Why do you think men literally work the rest of their lives so that their family can eat? Whereas you got women who are not happy with their marriages, so they'll wreck their homes, take the kids, and try to find somebody better, and things just go in shambles. It's because women don't love unconditionally. A woman respects unconditionally. So what's respectable in her face, in her eyes, that's what she's going to submit to. Don't look for a woman to love you. Look for a woman to respect you. Let's play this video again because I kind of want to break down a few things in it.
Me and my mom don't have a relationship. She's on drugs. So I had to become a man without that love. That made me real hard and bitter coming up. I'm going to tell you what my mama did. When I was 17, right, because all she did was put men in drugs and clubbing before her kids. She found a guy that she liked, and she went moved away and with the guy into an apartment with just him and her and left all her kids in the projects. The maintenance man came. First, the lights get cut off. Then the maintenance man came. And all her kids living in this house, right? The maintenance man come, and he changed the locks on the door one day, and he like, well, I'm like, we like, what the hell going on? And I noticed my mama hadn't been there in so long, right? She'll come by once in a while and grab some stuff and leave. And then you like, damn, why she never here? Like, damn, she done went got her a whole nother house and just left us all in the house, right? Maintenance man come change the lock. My mama ain't paid the rent in 3 months, right? And this in the projects. So they called her. She ended up coming. She pulled up. Instead of her coming to get her kids, she came and said, got the rest of her stuff and said, what y'all finna do? Thinking she coming to this abandoned house with us to save me. My mom looked me in my like, what you finna do? And I'm like, damn. And at that moment, it broke me. I cried. It broke me. It broke me down so bad. The woman that's supposed to protect and provide for me looked me right.
It broke him. A lot of black men are broke today because of their mothers. A lot of them. A lot of us. And you guys thought when I said modern woman, the modern woman is out of control. Leave her alone. You thought I meant the girl you fucking. You thought I was talking about the girl that you trying to pay for dates for. You thought when I said leave these modern women alone, you thought I was only talking about that girl that you DMing on Instagram. You thought I was talking about your ex-girlfriend or even your girlfriend. But I'm not only I'm not exclusively speaking on them. I'm talking about your cousins as well. I'm talking about your mothers and your grandmamas. I'm talking about your aunties. I'm talking about your sisters. I'm talking about the ladies around you that bring you down. I'm talking about the females that are in power that want to hold authority over you. This is one thing about me. I understand female nature. I'm not an incel by any means. I'm definitely MGTOW, but that doesn't mean I won't be able to extract a female out of her resource. But what I do say is this: you got to be disciplined enough to stay away from modern women, and that's not only including the women that you want to have sex with. Understanding female nature is not only who you have sex with. Understanding female nature also consists of your mother, your upbringing, your grandmama, your history, the females around you. Oh no, we ain't done yet either. We ain't done yet. We got like two, three more to go at least. Chris says, B Dub, therapist admitted to gaslighting her young black male. And again, like I said, guys, B Dub meaning black women. Hey Chris, if you will get in the comments and break down what you mean by B Dub, because I think the audience would love to know what you mean by that. But B Dub therapists admit to gaslighting her young black male patients who she knew their black mothers were the direct cause of their suffering. I will never trust them to do the right thing ever. And I know what you're talking about. I remember that too. There was a black therapist who had patient after patient after patient after patient, black male patient after black male patient. And you would think that they say, oh, well, black men, you guys are taught how to suppress your feelings and you are taught how to be tough and you're only taught how to be harsh and you got to swallow it up. But as soon as you go to a female therapist, a black one that's supposed to be the one that actually coddles your feelings, what she does for the likes and for the views and for validation of other black women, she goes and exploits him on TikTok for views. So imagine you, black man, right now. You go through a traumatic situation. Your mother never showed you that she really loved you like that. Your father showed favoritism towards your older brothers, younger brothers, but you were the black sheep and you were the one that was boxed out. You always wondered why your mom and your dad didn't like you because that's how you felt, right? You never got the special treatment that your brothers got, or whatever the case may be. You heard stories that uh, they tried to abort you, but it didn't work. Um, you were neglected, and then on top of that, you was the one to make it happen. You broke records in your family. You beat the odds, etc., etc. Imagine you becoming successful, going to a black therapist, black woman therapist, and breaking all that down. And she takes that and exploits you on TikTok. How do you then trust a modern woman? They are out of control, guys. See, this is the mind state that we got to deal with time in and time out as black men. Black women do not care about our feelings. They care about alpha males and high value males and who can do for them. They don't care about the men who are not emotionally, physically, financially available for them. They only care about the men who they care about. Okay, let's keep it on moving because we got more. We got more. Which one do I want to show y'all? Let's do this right here. This is an old one, guys. This is an old one.
I don't want to have kids.
This is an old one. This is an old one. But it's one for the books, though. We got to look at this and we got to see what the fuck is going on. Mother dropped her kids off with their aunt and decided that she doesn't want her kids anymore.
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
Excuse me?
I don't want to have kids.
Yeah, well, you already had them, so they're yours. Your sister is raising them. Don't you think you should want to get them back? Or you don't want kids at all? You don't want the responsibility, anything?
No, I just don't want to have kids anymore.
Okay.
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
And, you know, let a man do that. He's on child support. He might go to jail. He gets called a deadbeat, etc., etc. I seen men defending this lady, saying, "Well, at least she, gave the child up to the auntie, and she didn't, she didn't just adopt the baby. Where's the father?" See, I still 1+1 is 2, and this ain't 1+1 because 2 ain't come out of this equation. If y'all get what I'm coming from, see, where's the dad? And then prior to that, why is she dropping this kid off to her auntie instead of the father? Maybe it's because it was a one night stand. Maybe it's because she doesn't know the father. Maybe he was a bum, right? And she deems him incompetent. Who knows? But it all falls on under their choice. And now she doesn't want the kid. She cares about herself more than the kid. Modern women care about themselves more than children today. Modern women care about themselves more than children today. Say it with me, guys. Modern women care about themselves more than children today. The modern woman is out of control. Leave her alone, or you're going to get this result right here, guys. A child that you don't get to see drops the child off to the auntie, she drops the child off somewhere else, and then say, "Oh, I don't want the kid no more." Are you getting child support? Is that why you don't want to give the child to the father? Because if he has custody, he doesn't have to pay child support. Like, guys, make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense for me. It's not.
Have kids.
Excuse me?
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
She just decided. It's just one day she just woke up like, you know what? I don't want kids. Whatever. I don't want to do this. This is how they think.
Excuse me?
I don't want to have kids.
Yeah, well, you already had them.
That's how God works. And this is what modern women are not getting. You have a very responsible role in legacy, childbirth, bringing children in. You can't have sex and have a child and then say, I don't want to have kids anymore. What you can do is preserve yourself for the right man, or just don't have sex with anybody. This is why I try to tell women, like, do what you want with your cat. I'm not trying to control you, but if you want the best out of life, treat your cat like $1 million savings that you can't touch until you're 35 or 30. Preserve it. Don't let nobody touch it. Don't let nobody know about it.
So they're yours. Your sister is raising them. Don't you think you should want to get them back? Or you don't want kids at all? You don't want the responsibility, anything?
No.
She don't want the responsibility. She was waiting on you to say that. Modern women are not responsible today. Leave them alone. They're only responsible for their hair, their nails, their eyelashes, and who they let in their fucking vagina. Everything else outside of that, they don't want to deal with. They want the good without the bad. They want to eat as much cake as they want without getting diabetes.
I just don't want to have kids.
Okay, guys? That's what they want to do. And I think I got one more for y'all real quick. You know what? I kind of want to go back to something. I forgot to show y'all this right here. I forgot to show y'all this. Let's go back to the vibrator. And X, my boy, I keep getting tongue twisted when I say his name. But IRTSTV is going to do a breakdown, and I'm gonna go ahead and promote it for him on the vibrators, the Rose, and et cetera, et cetera. But let's read an excerpt on these vibrators that these women are using. Let's read an excerpt real quick. This is on the New York Post. Okay. Get the fuck out of my face. Your vibrator could be poisoning you. And this was back in April 4th of 2017. All right. So that means that was 5 years ago. Could that pleasurable buzz from your, hold on, let's make sure everything's up on the screen. All right, y'all can see it. Could that pleasurable buzz from your AA powered, AA powered, AA powered friend also be exposing you to harmful chemicals? Vibrators are enjoying a boom in popularity and sales, helped along by the popularity of things like 50 Shades of Grey and Why Not. Currently, 60 million vibrators are sold annually. That was in 2017, guys. UK realtor Love Honey estimates that by 2020, and we're in 2022, global sales of sex toys will rise to 64 billion annually. And guess who are the progenitors of the consumers in that industry? I bet you. Take a wild guess, guys. Women. Women. Okay. Just like they dominate the weave and all that fucking bullshit, matching those of smartphones. With this new breed of vibrators come in a variety of patterns, sizes, blah 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 blah, whatever. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Despite statutes in place around products containing these potentially harmful chemicals, sex toy procedures or producers have found a way to skirt the rules. Let's go back up a little bit. Let's go back up. The new breed of vibrators come in a variety of patterns, sizes, materials such as metal and glass, shapes, textures, and vibration choices, but through features and vibrant colors make them appear to be luxe products. Many are made from low-grade materials. Again, they make it look nice. They make it look nice and pretty. They put the color on it. They put the nice rubber on it so it can look like it's some type of high-quality product. That's what that meant. Many are made from low-grade materials that could have an impact on health of women. So the same way they make a fucking I don't know, like a toy, a little a toy that can talk, like one of them Buzz Lightyear toys. That's how they make a vibrator. It doesn't take much. You could a Chinese kid that don't have shoes can make this vibrator. The culprits: poor quality plastics, which contain uh, bisnovel or bisphenol A, PVC, and whatever those. I'm pretty sure those are bad things. Softeners that make plastic products more flexible. Consumer advocacies and watchdog organizations choice states that these plastic chemicals may be in endocrine uh, disruptors, meaning they can mimic the body's natural hormones, causing a raft of health problems. Long story short, guys, I'm not an expert in this shit. You understand what I'm saying? All these fucking big words that they saying, I guess I'm gonna have to look them up. But long story short, they start using medical terms after they say the effects of the goddamn vibrator. So when you start using medical terms and scientific terms that motherfucking black people don't understand, just know it's not a good thing. And what I can tell you is these vibrators are made from radio. Again, like I said, you could plug a cell phone up to the charger and put it by your genitalia. And if you do that for a long amount of time, then you can call it, it causes irregulatories or irregular, it causes deficiencies in the bodies, basically. All right. And this is what these vibrators are doing. And that black woman doesn't give a shit. Stay away from these mediocre black women. If a woman uses a vibrator on a regular, guys, do stay away from her. Stay away from her. That means that pussy is washed up, used up, and it's nothing that you can deal with. Well, you might be able to deal with it, but you ain't gonna like it. Last but not least, where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay, right here. Right over there. Let's check this out before we get to the comments and shit like that. And by the way, guys, if y'all haven't shared, liked, or subscribed, please do so. That does help with the algorithm. That's how you show support for Mr. OKL's channel. Uh, this is very conducive for the black community, for the manosphere, for the righteous sphere, etc., etc.
What the thing really is. What's more important?
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
What?
Shut up. Shut up. God damn it. Before I get into that, let me read some of the comments. XL Pro says dysfunctional, disrespectful females in modern American culture. They want traditional men and they don't even value the men. They want the cake and they want it. They want to be able to they want the cake and they want to be able to eat it too. If you eat cake for a year straight, you might get diabetes, you might have high blood pressure, you might have heart problems. They want to be able to do that and not get those problems that come with it. Chris says the system never locks B-dubs up for not providing for their children. The way the system locks black men up for not paying for child support, uh, which the black woman spends most of the money on herself. You're right about that. Most child support that goes to black women, they spend it on themselves. They don't spend it on the children. They don't know how to. They are financially irresponsible, so they don't even know how to save money. So when they get the child support money, the first thing they do is they get their nails done, their hair done. They might get the child some McDonald's. They might, get them some, take them out somewhere, spend a little $50, $100 on them real quick out of the child support money. But then when that money's ran out and they have their money on the side because their money is their money, they start calling the baby father, causing problems and saying they need more money. The child support money wasn't enough. Okay. And we clearly see how the system is in opposition to men in general. That woman was able to just give her child up to somebody else without consequences. That man wasn't able to call for child support. That man wasn't able to get custody. And for God's sakes, we don't even know if she knows the father of that child. This is the benefit women have. But you let them tell it. They are oppressed. They have it so hard. They have it worse than men. We are living in a patriarch which holds women down. K-Dub says B-Dubs and just American women in general are completely dysfunctional beyond repair. They're just a bunch of walking, breathing horror flicks. Oh yeah. And you don't believe them? Tell them to wash their face after all that makeup and you're gonna see the real them. What did he say? Did you see the video of black woman getting the overgrown zucchini surgically removed from her vajayjay? No, I didn't see that. No, I did not see that. That sounds horribly disgusting. And quite frankly, I don't want to see it, but I might have to see it for content. Let's get into this video, guys.
The thing really is. What's more important, the fact that Martin Luther King is the man that we see that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife?
Jesus. I think, ooh, no, move. He's a great father. He's a great father. He's a great businessman. He's a great CEO. He's an entrepreneur. He's such a boss. He's such a boss. He's a boss. Look at that man. He's a boss. Look at him. He's a great father. Look at him. He's a strong black man. But you're cheating on your wife. You're not a good husband. You're not a good communicator. You don't value her feelings. But he's great in all these other aspects. How are you a great leader, a great CEO, a great black man, a great father, a great leader in any aspect? You're not a great husband, a great communicator, a great.
You're a liar.
You're not great.
You're
not great.
You're a liar.
You're not great.
So that's my
You're
point.
not great.
So I posted this.
You're not great. God.
And I'm glad I concluded it with that kind of video. Black women will say Martin Luther King. We all know he was a part of the Boule. We all know that he was in cahoots with these white folks, but let's look at it for the imagery of it. These modern black women who are in cahoots with the government themselves, who have caused way more detriment than Martin Luther King. These women say he's not great because he was cheating. Since when was a husband someone who didn't have sex with other women? Since women started dictating what a husband was. Which is why they go around and cheat too, because they think since he did it, I can do it. No, you can't. See, a man's penis represents a leader because it becomes rock hard and it leads inside something. A leader cannot suppress itself. A leader spreads abroad. Am I saying all men should have sex with all women? No. Am I saying you should marry a woman and have sex with tons of women? No, but what I am saying is men have options. So that should be null and void when it comes to the bigger picture of a man actually fighting for generations to come. So he's not great after you name the fact that he was a great father. You name the fact that he was a CEO. You name the fact that he led nations. You name the fact that he was a reverend. And I'm going to name some facts as well. He was well fluent as a black man. He was competent, etc., etc. We ain't gonna talk about the negatives because I got a lot of points of contingencies with him. But let's talk about the positives. He was a competent black man that was willing to stand up and do something, even though he sold out, whatever the case may be. He was somebody that was fighting for the growth and development for nations. And because he cheated, all of that is null and void. So let me guess, guys, what's going to fix the black community and what's going to fix everything is men being faithful and only monogamous to one woman. That's what's going to fix everything, guys. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. You ain't going to get me like that. Malcolm X's wife was cheating on him. But B Dubs only want to talk about MLK hypocrisy, pure hypocrites. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. They bury their insecurities, they bury their detriment while exploiting the things that we have on Front Street. And the reason why it's on Front Street because men can do this. Okay, guys? Men can do this. The name of this video is called Modern Woman. The Modern Woman is out of control. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. We are going to do this. I'm going to share the StreamYard link real quick in case anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, anything that you guys want to say. You can even say it in the chat if you don't want to come on the stream, because we are definitely getting into the conclusion of the show. So for those of you, there goes the StreamYard link right there. Tap in if you got anything that you want to express based off the topic that I just displayed. The modern woman is out of control. Whether it's your experiences from family, from relationships, et cetera, go ahead, jump on the stream. The people need to hear us because you might have a young man that's watching that's going through the same thing, or even a young lady that's looking at the same thing happening in her family, and this might impact him or her in a positive way because they're seeing people speak about these things. So y'all go ahead and jump on the stream if y'all want to and express yourselves. XL Pro says government owns most of these females. If you loyal, they say the man boring, which is why they say nice guys finish last. Nice guys are boring. They say they I want a hood nigga. I like the bad boys. I want a savage, et cetera, et cetera. They spew it right out their mouth or what they want. He also says if you get multiple women, they get more attracted, but you become a dog. So you don't win, guys. You don't win on the argument standpoint. You don't have a woman, they're not attracted to you. You don't have multiple women, they're not attracted to you. You do have multiple women, you ain't shit. You a dog. And then they only say that after getting with you. They get more attracted, but a man is a dog. I don't listen to modern goofy chicks. I actually do listen to them. And I tell men to listen to them. Don't listen to follow what they say and follow suit. But see, I say this a lot. You let a modern woman talk for 5 minutes. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Let her talk for 5 minutes and just do this right here. And she will expose her nature. Let her run her mouth for 5 minutes and she will expose her nature. So that being said, guys, that being said, we are getting into the conclusion of the show. We are getting into the conclusion of the show. I didn't even realize we was on for 2 hours. Didn't even realize it. So again, like I said, guys, the StreamYard link is up in case you guys want to join in on the show. Otherwise, we are going to close out. Let me go ahead and roll up real quick. Let me chat with y'all. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if let's do this. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree that men should go their own way and find their purpose and put women at least second to third in their life, or at least third in their life. Or put a 2 in the chat if us men should aspire to marry a woman, buy a ring, and make her happy for the rest of her life, hence happy wife, happy life, and it doesn't matter what we care or think about. Again, put a one in the chat if you should live for yourself and go MGTOW. Put a two in the chat if you should live like a modern man and make women happy and put women on the pedestal. Because the pro black community, if I had pro blacks in here, they would put twos in the chat. If I had tons of hell of a sons in here, they would put twos in the chat. Okay. So that being said, guys, that being said, we're gonna go ahead and close out. This was a great panel. I appreciate you guys for coming in. If y'all haven't done so already, pay that tuition by hitting the fucking like button. Hit that subscribe button. Because again, like I said, Mr. OKL, I just moved to Georgia from Broward County, Florida, and I had to transition. I just got my internet, so you're gonna see me back to back online, making sure that I do the work for the people. That's my boy, it's my motherfucking roommate. So yeah, that being said, guys, you're gonna be seeing a lot more of Mr. OKL doing a lot more things. We Mr. Goodbread, as y'all know, I'm a dean inside the righteous fear inside the class. I'm definitely a dean there. So we got a lot of things going on. Mr. Goodbread's Patreon is going to be put up soon, and we're going to have exclusive content on there. Believe me when I say that. Okay, so we got J Lock in the building. What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
What's up? What's up, man? It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while, man. You got to follow me on Instagram, bro.
Yeah, I already did. A while back, I made another account. I don't know. I messaged you. It's J Row. It's J Row _2.
Okay,
J
do me.
J Row 93.
All right. All right. Do me a favor, and if you please DM me so I know which one it is, please, because I'm gonna look.
I
For
did
it,
DM you. You want me to DM you again?
Yeah, do that again. Do that again because I get
All right.
DMs on a daily.
Yeah. So it's
Excel
yeah,
Pro, real quick before you say Excel Pro says one flight free agent lifestyle unless feminine corporate unicorn. Shout out to the passport bros. So J Log, talk to me, man. What are your thoughts? Talk to me.
oh man, it's the same. It's just basically the same old thing, man. These women not gonna go anywhere, man. I've been seeing this shit over at all races of women. Just black women, but there's also Hispanic women. There's also white women. You know,
Right.
I rarely see Asians do it, but I'm seeing now Muslim women are like starting to act up now. It's
Why you think?
you
Look,
know
why you think I named it modern woman, not black, not white, not none of that. I named it modern woman because you're absolutely correct. We're starting to see these characters displayed in all types of women. And then I even broke it down in the video. And correct me if I'm wrong, J Lock. When you bring a foreign woman over here, she could be virtuous over there. She could be on your dick. She could, you know what I'm saying, do everything for you. But bring her to America. What happens to her?
oh, she get corrupt. She get corrupted.
Right. She gets
She get
corrupt. She turns
corrupted.
into one of the biggest spies you ever known.
As a brother said that was talking to Melody King, that guy that was supporting pro passport. He was saying that it's rotten soil over here. It's rotten soil. Once you bring her over here it's rotten. The soil is rotten over here.
Right.
There's truth to that, man. It's
Right.
it's a shame. It's a shame that it's come to be like this. But yeah, man, I'm seeing a lot of women doing it. Hispanic. I'm seeing a lot of Hispanic single mothers out there, man. I was like, shit, man. When y'all had, I said, shit, man. I was like, it
Don't get
wasn't
it
like
twisted.
that back in the day.
Don't get it twisted. Even though they're not losing or they're not in last place, they are literally competing with the black woman right now. A lot of Hispanic
Oh,
women are becoming trash. A
I was
lot of
like,
them
what
are
the hell y'all?
becoming trash.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell y'all started doing this back in the day? Shit, man, y'all have y'all. I don't know. It was a low rate for single mothers, but they behind with the black women
Thank you,
with the
Cardi
single
B
mother
and black
shit.
women. Thank you thanks to Cardi B and the black culture. Because let's just keep it real. Most Hispanic women that are acting like that today, they act like black women. They in the hood, they ratchet as fuck, they say the same lingo, et cetera, et cetera.
Man, listen, don't get me started, man. I saw a post about Bad Bunny. You know who Bad Bunny is, right?
Come on, man. Yeah, I know who the fuck that bitch
Yeah,
is.
yeah. You know what happened? You know what happened to the magazine cover, right?
No, what happened?
Oh, he wore a dress.
Who?
He wore a dress.
What's his name again?
Bad Bunny.
Hold on, let me look this. Hold on real quick, man.
You
Bad Bunny?
was behind, boy. What the hell? Yeah, Bad Bunny.
That's why I fuck with you. Like you literally be putting me onto all the motherfucking shit.
The Latin rapper, the Latin R&B singer, man. The one that be that be getting the hits. So the one that Daddy Yankee signed. I used to listen to that shit back in the day.
I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know anything about that.
He wore a dress, and when I addressed it, I said, it's a ritual in Hollywood. That's what they do. Everybody, and it was some people. It was some Hispanic people. I was in that zone. I was in the Hispanic. I was in they. Yep. You should look. There's another one. There's another one. He had a pink dress on.
We
He had
gonna
a pink, not the one, not the top, not that one, not that one. I didn't know he wore that one. It was a magazine cover. Typed out Bad Bunny magazine cover.
Serious, man.
Magazine cover, yeah, magazine. Typed out magazine cover. You gonna see it. That's the one right there. The first one. You're gonna have the car go to.
Yeah, we're gonna get in. We're gonna show it to
right
y'all right now, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
We're gonna show
Right
it to
there.
y'all right now.
And I was in a Latin group, right? And I was in a Latin group, right? And I was saying, this ritual in order to get on top, he got to get bent over by the corporate, by the higher ups up there, right? And all them Hispanic people, it was some Hispanic chick that was arguing with me back and forth, talking about, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a white wing white supremacist, some shit like that. You're a conservative.
You said you a white supremacist?
Yeah, and I was like, do you know what is coming out your mouth? And she was like Puerto Rican, I think. And I was like, what's coming out your mouth? And Hispanic chick, man. Hispanic chick. I was like, do you know not all conservatives are not white people, right? And there are some people that are conservatives there, but they're not right wing. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He was like, I don't care what you say, but this and that. I said, I could do this all day. She said, I could do this all day. I said, by the looks of it, I can tell you do this all day because you got no damn husband to check your ass about your shit.
Yeah, J Lock, man. You one of my shooters, man. I need you on my Facebook and I need you on my motherfucking Instagram, bro. Do you know how many battles I be having to go through? And I don't like to go through the battles because when I personally do it, they report my page and they be trying to take my shit down. But when my shooters go, then they can't do anything about it. Let me read this real quick. Chris says, Leviticus chapter 19, verse 29, King James Version 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. Did y'all get that context? I'm gonna read that one more time. Do not prostitute thy daughter. And prostitute don't necessarily mean you just gotta put her on the street corner and make her sell her pussy. As a man, if your daughter is wearing tights and she's in a skirt and she's showing titties and she's only 13, 12, and she want to go outside and you're okay with that as a father, then that's prostituting your daughter. And what that causes, slowly but surely, cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom. And it said the land because women are the progenitors to legacy. They're the ones that are responsible for who comes into this world. So if you raise a whore, she's going to spit out incompetent children, lest the land fall to whoredom. And we know that these women that are spitting out babies are the ones that are populating the land. So if they're populating the land with incompetent children, of course the land is going to fall to whoredom, like the Bible says. And the land became full of wickedness. Need I say more? The soil here is indeed rotten. Passport bros, let's go. Let's go. The modern woman is out of control. Leave her alone. What do you think about the passport bros? What do you think about men going their own way, leaving the country and finding women who are competent, who are virtuous, J-Lock? What do you think about that? And then on top of that, you know what? Answer that, and I'll ask you a question after this.
I'll say it's giving men more options. It's giving more leave. It's giving more of a way out instead of just being stuck in this, in the United States, and they think they gotta deal with the bullshit and hypergamy and rhetoric and gynocrat shit, man. They don't have to deal with this shit. You see what's going on. A lot of brothers are ignoring, like literally ignoring black women, like walk across the street or in clubs or any like social gatherings. They literally ignoring black women, not only black women, but white women, American women in general, man. They ignoring it. They all panicking. I saw a panic mode. I saw a couple of women, white women and black women, talk about, you guys going over there so you can guys control and manipulate somebody. No, we going over there because we first of all, the person that's going to appreciate what we're going to give them. Second of all, it's a vacation, and third of all, they can cooperate, for a certain exchange or something like that. It doesn't have to be sex. It's just like you clean up my hotel room, whatever like that, or something like that. You just cook for me and clean for me, and that's it. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. You could just probably you probably find a wife out there. Shit, move out there. So that's what they're panicking about. So men money. What they fear of is not only men going overseas. What they fear is men income and resources is about to be overseas.
Right. So they're not going to be taken care of type shit. They're just going to
no money.
Bro, it was a post on Instagram where this old black ugly lady said she was hating on the passport bros, talking about, oh, y'all black men, y'all can't go across the sea because y'all baby mama's not gonna let y'all go nowhere.
Yeah.
When you on child support, you can't travel.
Yeah, you owe child support.
I'm not on child support. See, that's their problem. That's their issue. They hate the success of black men so much that they will box all black men together. The guys that are on child support, okay, they can't leave, cool. And some of them can leave because they pay and they do what they do. But most men are not on child support because more than 50% of black men are childless. 51% of black men are childless and single.
Yep.
So, and then 75%, 60 to 75% of black children are born up under black women. So if we add that number with the fact that most black women deal with a minority of black men, especially having kids, they're having sex with the same guys, then they're talking about a small percentage of black men. Why do these women look at a small percentage and make it seem like that's the whole bread loaf? You ladies need to stop doing that.
Yeah, because they want somebody to blame, and they shameful about that.
Like, I'm looking at the video and it's like, I don't have kids and I'm not on child support. So you mean to tell me if I go,
me neither.
If I go to fucking,
they good.
if I go to fucking the Colombia or the Dominican Republic and I find a submissive 22-year-old whose family gave her to me because they found out that I was competent enough and I was able to speak. See, they don't talk about these parts. See, you think men are just going there and just trying to have sex with women? Not all of them are doing that. Some men are building business relationships. Some men have built relationships and they met somebody's cousin or daughter or something like that. Like what about that? I want to be able to become successful enough so that I can build relationships over there. That way, it allows me to meet women over there. And the women that I do meet is a part of that village that I've created. No, we're not thinking like that. Black women are thinking that passport brothers are just going over there just to have sex and that's it. It's a given. A lot of them are doing that. But hey, I'm not mad at them either.
Right.
I'm not mad at them. Go get
Well,
go
well,
do
I
your
am.
thing.
Well, I am mad at the other brothers that's acting a fool out over there in Dominican Republic. I don't know if you've seen that video.
Let me see that.
Well, yeah, somebody, you know, it was passport pookies, PPPs.
Oh yeah, okay.
They
We get it.
was throwing out, they was throwing money in the air, and everybody was running wild out there. I was like, why would y'all do that, man?
Oh, you
Now
talking
they
about
got the
yeah, and
they got
they regretted that shit too. All the motherfuckers was picking up their bread. And the thing is, you're not in America, bro. You're not gonna have a whole bunch of bitches twerking around you. These motherfuckers think that you a savior or something. Like, oh, he's just throwing money, he's just donating. But the whole city was grabbing that money. The whole city was going and grabbing all that. I'm happy that happened, bro. I'm happy that happened, dog.
and
And
then
I'm
somebody
surprised they ain't try to kill one of them because you know how pookies get.
oh yeah, I know. Yeah, but they can't do that. They can't do that to another country though, because there is pookies out there in Dominican Republic and Colombia. It's
Them,
bad machetes and stuff like
them
that. They
pookies
move
would
up.
them pookies would chop your head off and then the authorities
Right,
won't never find
definitely.
you.
Right. So, and then you got somebody over in Colombia. No, not Colombia. Somebody in another part of the Dominican Republic. Somebody from my city, Chicago. I forgot what his name was. It was Capone something. Um, he had like 10. He had like 10 Dominican chicks, man, lined up. Him and his homeboys acting the fool. Him and his homeboys. I'm like, man, he ain't. I said, there's some guy, there's some brothers out there making it look bad for us, but I think the people out of other countries can separate who's not on that bullshit, who's in the bullshit.
And that's where you get your high value men, high value teachings from. These high value men, or even some of these men who have an abundant amount of funds with that high value man thinking, they go over there trying to get as much women as they can. They're not actually going over there on a mission for real. So I can see kind of both ends of the stick, if you will. Now let me read Chris's comment. They tried to gaslight American men by putting out an online study saying today's men are the most loneliest men in American history. I seen that study, but all I hear is complaining. Basically, all he hears complaining is the loneliness most. My bad, y'all. But all I hear complaining about loneliness the most is the women. That's what he's saying. So yeah, he's right. You know, that's like a gaslight for real. Women are the most lonely demographic in society. See, men 30% of men are virgins, and 80% of women are dealing with 20% of men. Yet women are getting the most experience, and they're the loneliest. Men are going their own way. There's more MGTOW men than there are lonely women. In my book, shit. Correct me if I'm wrong.
And then also about the situation with Bad Bunny. No, you gotta think about it. You know what?
No, there's more lonely women. Never mind. There's more lonely women. I call that back. There's way more lonely women.
There's one more lonely woman. And then I roasted this chick that was supporting Bad Bunny wearing a dress. You know, it was a whole bunch of people that was supporting him. But I had some people that was behind me. That was like, yeah, this is disrespectful to our culture, man. Nobody want to see you represent Latinos and stuff like that. You wearing a dress, and I was like, oh, so this is not only the black culture thing. This is also everywhere. So they're not. So if the Latino people has a problem with men wearing represent them as Latino culture as a whole, and they wearing a dress, it's disrespectful as culture, man. It's disrespectful, man. And I was telling them. And then she was telling me, well, he provides for the community. He gives out to the community. I said, how is a man wearing a dress? Tell me, man. Tell me, how is a man influencing people to wear a dress and a cover, inspiring young men and little boys to young men and little boys today? I want you to explain to me. She never gave me that. She never explained that to me. She got cricket. And I told her I said, you got way too much time in your hands to argue with me back and forth. Where's your man at? Where's your kids at? Don't you got cook and cleaner to do? And she got mad and said, oh,
"Oh, you're a misogynistic, you
That's what
sexist."
that's why you don't, shame, insult, guilt need to be right. When arguing with a woman, that's the first thing they do. They try to attack your character, etc. That's why they come up with tons and tons of names. You're a lame, you're a scrub, you dusty, you're a bum, you this, you that. See, the shaming language, quote unquote, that we have for women mainly is promiscuity. You a hut, you a slut, you a hoe, you're a prostitute. We don't find shaming language for broke women. We don't find shaming language for women we just don't simply don't like, but we do find it for men. A man could be competent, make $70,000 a year, has his own shit, and he still gets called dusty. It's just a shaming tactic that these women do. That being said, we've been on for a good time. We've been on for a good time, and I appreciate not only the chatters, but I also appreciate J Lock for coming in. J Lock, what I want you to do is I want you to shout out whatever. Just let the people know what you need them to know. If you have anything coming up, whatever the case may be, just go ahead and let the people know what's going on.
Pretty soon I'm gonna have my own podcast. Pretty soon, I already got it set up. It's just that I got like this other things in the background. There'll be some podcasts. It's gonna be reviews. It's gonna be movie show reviews. Like this show called My Girl Got Me Watching. It's called it's what this with autistic people, but they dating. But the sad thing about it is, the interesting part about it, the autistic people, even though they have issues, it's called autism on the spectrum. They even said out there they want somebody out there. They don't want to die alone. They said they know that is they have a special ability or something like that. But it amazes me that autistic people, and it's sad that autistic people know what they want, but people like other people act like what, I don't want to say the R word, the other R word, but special.
Yeah, call it special.
When it comes to relationship, he gotta have 6 figures. He gotta have this. He gotta have that. He gotta have 6 pack. He gotta have a 12-inch. He gotta have no kids. This, that. And these autistic people have nothing but disabilities. Is and have they issues and problems, but they don't. But the thing is, they work together because they understand each other, and that's sad, man. That's sad. When I look
Even
at
they
the
get
show.
it. Even they understand.
Even they get it.
The importance of
Even they
working
understand.
together. Yeah.
So yeah, I got a lot of notes down about what things to do. So check out my channel. I will put it in my link. I will put in the future. I will put it. It's not going to be too long, but when I get one I'm doing, I will post the link in the description of my second channel.
Okay then. And J Lock, you already know I'm gonna be tapped in. I'm definitely gonna be. Hopefully, I can get on a panel, and I could show some of my people what you got going on, and we can just work together and get you cranking up. That's what we do over here.
Yeah, on show.
For sure. And y'all know who the fuck it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. OKL. Follow me on Instagram at OK Let's Talk TV. Before I leave, I do want to read the last comment, because I love reading comments. I love the people's perspectives, and I never want to leave it out. I try my best not to leave them out. Chris, last but not least, the older men find more peace in being alone. It's the woman who finds more peace in having companionships as they get older. That's why what Kevin Samuels said about dying alone hit them so hard. It hit them because it's the truth. It's a reality. Okay, it's a reality. It's so true that even women are today saying they would rather be bums on the street with their kids than ask their baby fathers for something. They'd rather die alone. Women care about themselves. They have unconditional love for themselves, which is why they want people to do for them, which is why they want the world to do for them. Men do things for them. The government does things for them. Their kids grow up and do things for them. They really don't build legacy for real, guys. Let's just keep that honest. And without further ado, I do want to quick announcement. My next show, it's going to be an epic one. This one I'm going to promote, and I'm going to like this one. J Lock, unmute yourself, because I want you to say something here. I'm going to be doing a show on so-called divesting. See, there's a lot of black men who are in relationships with quote unquote non quote black women. And I want you guys on a panel because I'm going to be asking you guys a plethora of questions, and I want you guys to I want to exploit you guys' minds. Okay, I got two people already. One of them's married to a white woman. Another one has a white girlfriend who he's been with for a couple of years. J Lock, what about you? What's your experience?
Oh, mine's is mixed. Mine's half black and half white.
Okay, so you have a mixed girlfriend. Okay,
Yeah, but she still gets discriminated by, black women.
okay, so that's still fault, and that falls right into the category that I'm talking
So
about.
I get her to come over here if she can. She come on the interview her, whatever.
That would be wonderful if we can get her on. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah, because she told me from the beginning. I've seen through my own eyes, man. I'm like, these bitches is trifling, man.
Mm-hmm.
Trifling. So
that being said, stay tuned, man. I'm definitely gonna be promoting it on Instagram, YouTube, etc., etc. Hey, Chris, I know you in the comments. Hey, if you have an Instagram, I'm gonna post it up right here for you. Please, my guy, please go ahead and give me a follow. Hit me with a follow, and if you could, hit me with a DM. But once you follow me, I am going to DM you. Okay? Follow my Instagram, guys, not just for him, but everybody. At OK Let's Talk TV, spelled out OKLETSTAIK TV, exactly how it's spelled. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, let's talk about it. Subscribe to that channel because we got work to do. We definitely got work to do. That being said, J-Lock, I appreciate you for coming on the panel. Thank you for the chatters that came on the panel. For those of y'all who are going to watch the playback, I definitely appreciate you guys as well. And stay tuned because we will be back at y'all mother freaking asses again. J-Lock, don't go nowhere, okay?
Yeah, okay.